Remember that they're changing my voice. So the fourth church is Thyatira, and they tolerate the false prophet Jezebel, who by her teachings misleads the servants into sexual immorality. Now keep in mind that Jezebel, as a character in the Old Testament, has been dead for quite some time. So, it's like channeling her spirit. It's her offspring. It's those who are in her spirit, what have you. And by her teaching, she misleads the servants into sexual immorality. And eating the food that's sacrificed to false idols. Just like we saw in the last video with Balaam, who taught Balak to entice the Israelites to sin. So they ate food sacrificed to false idols, right, and committed sexual immorality. And so we see that, like with the current American government, the UK, Israel, that they've committed a kind of group think. They stalk people, they harass people, they do what the Bible calls witchcraft, right? They poison people, they mock them, they try to reinforce their sort of beta social orders, right? Jezebel. And so what does it lead to? It leads to them suffering to the extreme, right? They live pitiful lives and they go off to eternal punishment. So I gave her time to repent, but she is unwilling. So I cast her on a bed of suffering, and I will make those who commit adultery with her suffer intensely. Unless they repent of their ways, I will strike her children dead and theirs. And we see that in the seal, it says a pale horse, right? Behold, a pale horse, and on it sat death, and hell followed with it. So the world is being transformed into hell. And it's because of that sexual immorality. So these are the types of people I often hear in my videos when I hear a clip, because I can't listen to all of them, that they've changed it and made it so I sound weird and crazy and like a gay crazy person, and I think it's cute, right? These are people who are extremely disgraced. In a world where everyone is obviously seeing the effects of mind control on so many people, it is pathetic to fume and poison and change the voice of the top martial artist ever possible. This is like a very important topic. That's why I go over it in so many videos. I literally stop videos to discuss this topic. Because the horse comes before the cart. People need to understand that the people who are doing this to me are betas. They're shameless. They're senseless. They're tasteless. They're careless. They're very illogical. They're irrational. They're psychotic. Quite often kind of nerdy like the Riddler and the Joker. They're arrogant like Lex Luthor, Prince Humperdinck. They think because they're royal or they have a crest or they're a general, or they think because they have some kind of status in Satan's worldly construct, that all they have to do is change my voice and magically things are okay. And that's part of how you know it's hell. Is their cultures are empty. They're shallow. They're dark and evil. Their dating is laughable, right? Who would want to date a guy like that? Who would want to date a female that is in the repetition of that? They're sick, right? A pale horse, a sick horse. Said Judah is a proud horse, right? But in that case, it's those who are going down, Jew or Gentile, Judah or the other 11 tribes or whatever. They're sickly. And hell follows that sickness. Hell and ill. You see the trumpets, a third of the sun and the moon and all the stars are struck, a third of the day and night without light. So they're in darkness, is transforming into this dark place where people don't understand why they keep doing stupid stuff, but they keep doing it. They look at the situation and say, hey, they know they're supposed to rally to me. But the way they were raised, they look at their parents' failure, they look at their friends' failure, they look at the government, they look at their community, they see fail, beta, coward. So they don't know what to do. So they just keep rolling with it. Tail tucked. I mean, when you're truly a man, you truly have heart. You have balls, as they say. Even if they cut off your balls, you can still have balls because you have balls and that you're standing firm. You're actually a man. you're not going to want to live your life tail tucked, making excuses and say, no, I'm a man. I just happen to be in the military and limit it to that. Okay? You're not going to, because that's some bitch shit. You can be the strongest person in the world with the most deep voice. You can have the best beard in the world. That doesn't make you a man. Virtue means man, not strength or beard. You have to have the heart, mental strength, yeah, spiritual strength, having the heart to do what's right. So they're stumbling in beta darkness. And then the eagle says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth because of the trumpet blast about to be sounded by the other three angels. One, you can interpret it as the eagle of God. Two, you can interpret it as the Antichrist eagle, the eagle of Rome, the eagle of America, Babylon, what have you. Okay, which is a key Antichrist beast and point of reference. Okay, and it's saying, yes, whether you're good or evil, you're like, these people are going to suffer, and then they're going to hell. These trumpets are punishments that lead to eternal punishment. And you see that with the bowls, the fourth bowl. The bowl in the sun, it scorches people with fire, and they curse God, and they refuse to repent and glorify Him. They refuse to repent and glorify God and I. He who glorifies the Son glorifies the Father, and vice versa. If you truly worship God, you rally to me. If you don't, you're not glorifying God. First and foremost, by your actions, you refuse to repent. It says in Proverbs, it says, fools mock at making amends for sin. Fools, right? Rebels, scum, cowards, punks. They mock at it. They say, well, why should I do that? Oh, why would I do that? I have a white supremacist skill. I have a Jewish supremacist. I have an LGBT. I have a token mind. They mock at it. Whether they sound like that when they say it or not, they may as well be. Because it's some sissy, pushover, tail-tucked, bitch-made-ass punk fucking shit.